Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the weekly NFL picks presented by the World of Football. How's everybody doing out there? I'm your host, Adam Snow, here to moderate and get the show moving smoothly from beginning to end. With me, as always, the founder of the World of Football and that nice Lions t-shirt after a big win this past week is Randy Snow. Randy, how you doing?
I am great. Nothing better than beating the Cowboys to make your whole week.
Yeah, that's for sure. Aaron, how about you? My brother Aaron, everybody, welcome him to the show. He's been here every week except for one. How you doing?
Doing good. Trying to figure out how you can donate a tibia to somebody, but
I think that's what we're all trying to do.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle offered his up on our podcast, so he's probably the most likely candidate. He don't need it. So, all right, everybody. You know the rule. You know how the show goes around here. We make picks, we talk about them, and then we end the show. It's a pretty simple format. But first, we got to talk about the picks we did last week, and something really rare happened last week. Everybody, don't know if anybody else kept track of this, but we have two special awards to hand out this week for what I have dubbed as the Golden Goff Award. That's right, the Golden Goff Award, which goes to the pickers who had the perfect week, just like Jared Goff had the perfect completion percentage a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Football. And those two individuals sitting at the top of last week's pick rankings would be Hawkeye 07, my buddy Kyle, and Leonard, who both went 14 and 0 last week. Unbelievable. Good for them. You love to see it. And then you go to the next person down, and Mr. Dolph there went 13 and 1, and the one game he got wrong was taking the Cardinals over the Packers. Then we got the rest of the field, everybody. Randy, Dale, Mr. Nosy Otter, B. Lewis, and C Dog all went 12 and 2. Very impressive there. Then Kyle went 11 and 3 along with Royce. Aaron and myself went 10 and 4. And there is a bit of a gap there as Cringe went 7 and 7 last week. It probably didn't help that he picked the Cowboys to beat our beloved Detroit Lions. And I'm also looking at you. Let's see, who else picked the Cowboys last week? B. Lewis and C Dog. Yeah, I'm going to call you guys out, too, for picking the Cowboys. What you doing? Come on now. But a pretty solid week for everybody last week. Kudos to our two gentlemen who went 14 and 0. Man, hard to do.
We've been doing this how many years? 4 or 5 years doing picks. Never have any of us had a perfect week or any of our guest pickers had a perfect week until now, and then we get two of them in 1 week.
Two Golden Goffs, man.
Yep. Congratulations. Congratulations, Leonard and Hawkeye. Man, that was awesome. I was going down the list. I think Aaron, you missed the first two games, and then you rattled off like 10 in a row or something like that, and then missed the last two. But man, oh man, Leonard actually brought it to my attention because I hadn't really looked at the picks yet, and he said, "I think I'm 12 and 0," and I looked, and I'm, yeah, you're 12 and 0, and so is Hawkeye. So congratulations, great week of picking. We'll see how we do this week.
Does that mean you're ripping that crown in half, Mean Girl style, and shipping one to each of them? Shipping half a crown. Your pick's king crown.
I'm keeping my crown, but I paid a lot of money for that, so no, I'm.
Is he frozen for you too? I mean, when the video's live, it probably won't be frozen, but he's frozen right now for me.
Yikes!
No, everything's fine on my end.
Technical difficulties over there at the World of Football headquarters. All right, I think we got the technical difficulties worked out. Randy, he's fine. He's well. Let's just, I guess, move on. I guess that's a bad sign that maybe we were dragging the show a little bit. So, how about you read your disclaimer? Yeah, read the disclaimer, okay. Get into the picks, and we'll call it a night. How about that?
Okay, sounds good. If you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Unless you're Hawkeye or Leonard, who went undefeated. So
yeah, really. Jeez, then you're just showing off.
You don't need to listen to us. We need to listen to you guys.
Right. All right, Dad, why don't you take it away? You get to start off the Week 7 picks. Set us up.
Okay. Starting with the Thursday night game. Denver Broncos at New Orleans Saints. Give me the home team Saints in that game. The London game, Sunday morning, New England Patriots versus the Jaguars. I'm going to take the Jaguars just because they've been there for 2 weeks. So I think maybe they're more acclimated and they feel more at home there. So I'm going with the Jaguars. Let's see. Seattle at Atlanta. Give me the Falcons in that game. The Titans at the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills. Bengals at the Browns. Give me the Bengals because the Browns are trash. Let's see. The Texans at the Packers. Give me the Packers at home. The Dolphins at the Colts. I've got Indianapolis winning that game. Lions and the Vikings. Man, this is going to be a good game, but I'm still sticking with my Lions for that game. Eagles at the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants at home. The Raiders at the Rams. Give me the Rams. I haven't given up on the Rams yet. The Panthers at the Commanders. I'm taking Washington until they show me otherwise. Let's see. This was a tough one. The Chiefs and the 49ers. Even though the 49ers are at home, I'm going to take the Chiefs on the road in that one. On the Sunday night, it's the Jets at the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers in that one. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to make that much of an impact, at least not in this first game. And then we got 2 Monday night games this week. The first one is the Ravens at the Buccaneers. Boy, I went back and forth on this one. I wanted to take the Buccaneers at home, but I'm going to go with the Ravens in that game. And finally, the Chargers at Arizona. Give me the Chargers all day in that one. Those are my picks for week 7.
Right on. Well, nobody could see it. Aaron and I were shaking our head at a lot of those ones, so we'll see. Aaron, do you want to go next? We'll save Aaron for last. Aaron looks like he's got some opinions, and I'm curious to see what he thinks of my picks as we go along. Not that I'll be able to see his face as I'm reading through these picks, so I'll be curious to see Aaron's reaction to some of these. All right, so starting it off, that Thursday night game, you know what? I'm going to take the Denver Broncos to get a win on the road. It's Sean Payton returning to where he used to coach. I think he'll get those Denver Broncos ready for a win. The Saints are on like a 3-game losing streak. 4-game. They're going to keep losing. I don't see them getting much better. Give me the Jags to win in London. I'm going to take the Falcons to keep the Seahawks losing streak going. Give me the Buffalo Bills at home. I'm going to take the Bengals to win on the road at Cleveland. Give me the Houston Texans to upset the Packers in Green Bay. I'm going to take the Colts to beat the Dolphins. The Lions are going to beat Minnesota. It'll be an ugly game. It'll be a gritty game, but Detroit's going to come out on top of that one. The Eagles are going to beat the Giants in New York. I think Rams, while they're both kind of bad and the Rams are a little beat up, I will also take the Rams at home. Give me the Commanders to take care of the Panthers. I'm going to take the Chiefs on the road against the Niners as well. Give me the Jets to get a win on the road in Pittsburgh. This should be another ugly game, but something's got to roll the Jets' way. That defense is too good to not at least help them get one win. Give me the Ravens to get the win in Tampa. And give me the Cardinals to upset the Chargers on that second Monday night game.
Wow. I don't agree with that last one at all, but hey, that's your pick.
I don't know. There's something about the Cardinals. The Cardinals have had a couple tough games. They got some dudes on that team. But the Chargers, I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of the Chargers.
Alrighty.
All right, Aaron, your time to shine. What you got?
I kind of agree with you guys on a lot of the picks, and there was a few I went back and forth on, like the Thursday night game. I kind of thought Denver would pull it out, but I think New Orleans takes it at home. Spencer Rattler, I forgot they didn't have Derek Carr, but Spencer Rattler looked pretty decent after the first quarter of that game, so I think he'll have a nice showing on Thursday night. The London game, I'm taking the Jags over the lowly Patriots. Give me Atlanta to beat Seattle. Give me the Bills to beat the Titans. The Bengals to take care of the Browns. The Texans to go into Green Bay and get a win, hopefully. Dolphins will lose to Indy. The Lions can hopefully pull out a dub against Minnesota. The Eagles will beat the Giants. I'm not taking the Giants again. They let me down on Monday night. I think the Rams beat the Raiders. I think the Commanders beat the Panthers. I also think the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl rematch and take down the 49ers. I'm not taking the Jets again either. Even with Devontae Adams, I think the Steelers coming off a bye will handle them pretty well. Monday night, went back and forth on it. I'm taking the Bucks at home. Baker Mayfield has that offense humming. Primetime game, I think they know what's at stake. They got to show out, so I think Bucks take it. Then I don't know how you could take the Cardinals on Monday night. It's the Chargers. If Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't play, that team is garbage. So those are my picks. Hopefully, I do better than 10-4, which is still a solid week, but it's no 14-0.
Well, if I'm right about the Cardinals, I mean, Dad won't be here for me to gloat, but I will make sure to find a way to get some Cardinals something and rub it in your face. And also, you said the Steelers coming off a bye. The Steelers just beat the Raiders in Vegas this last weekend, so the Steelers aren't coming off of a bye. So just to clear that up for anybody who's quickly typing on their keyboards to correct Aaron.
So might as well have been a bye as the Raiders. So
there you go. I like that. See, you turned it into a good joke. I like that. All right, Dad, we've tried to banter long enough for you to tabulate how everything went this week. What you got on your fancy clipboard?
We agreed on 9 of them this week. We all picked the Jaguars, the Falcons, the Bills, the Bengals, the Colts, the Lions, the Rams, the Commanders, and the Chiefs. Those are the ones we all agreed on. So 9 out of 15 games.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, who will be the next Golden Golf winners? I mean, guys, very impressive. We'll see if it happens again. Well, 14-0 is great. Somebody's got to do all 16 at some point, right? Like that's going to be the real achievement.
Yeah.
Might have to call that the Platinum Golf Award. So
there you go. There you go.
Oh, we could have some tiers. There we go. I like that. See, I come up with stuff on the fly. It's great. All right. Anything else, fellas, before we wrap it up? No. All right, guys, you know where to find us on all the different social medias, links and stuff down in the comments below. Be sure to leave your picks in the same comments below. Where do you agree, disagree with us? Feel free to call one of us out. We could take it. Bring it on. Which one of us made some of the worst picks? Was my Cardinals pick the worst one? Was Randy's pick? Well, any of his picks are probably bad. So just pick one. I'm sure he'll take it on the chin. But all right, guys, have a good one. Dad, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Enjoy your vacation. Aaron and I will hold on the fort. Just send in your pics via fancy video from Epcot or wherever the heck you plan on videotaping yourself.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. I'll either find a nice location in one of the Disney parks or maybe I'll just do it from the hotel room. I don't know.
Go to Hogwarts and do it while wearing a Harry Potter robe, and you will eat free for a month from me.
Well, I do like to eat, so maybe that's a possibility.
You do.
Yeah.
As long as Hurricane Patrick doesn't come through there.
Oh yeah.
No, it's going to be Hurricane Randy rolling through the Disney parks. Am I right, everybody? All right, we'll see you next week.